moderating and taking questions, and also conducting a brief interview. Since we have such an intimate group, I hope everybody would feel comfortable to just carry on a conversation. Hello. Okay. Thanks a lot. Again, my name is Ed Nowatka. I'm Editor-in-Chief of Publishing Perspectives. I'm here to serve as the moderator and interviewer for our session today. After we have a brief presentation, we'll be doing a short interview and then taking questions. So I hope with our small group everybody feels comfortable just to talk about whatever's on their minds. Okay. Our speaker today is Zhou, who is the Chief Copyright Officer of Shanda Literature. Shanda Literature is as you'll learn, is a relatively new company established in 2009 with a rather extraordinary story to tell. Mr. Zhou worked for 20 years in traditional Chinese print publishing and has also served in various capacities with the government, working in both Shanghai and also previously in Singapore. And he's going to take about 15-20 minutes and describe the company's various enterprises. So thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is there. I hope you can pronounce it properly. If you cannot, you call me Henry. It's similar to the Chinese pronunciation. The title of the topic today is the birth of a brand new business model. What I'm going to tell you today is a real story. It is a story about the success of Shanda digital publishing. And our basic tactics boil down to 2 points. One is the online story publishing, and the other is full range of corporate engagement or management. Now we have a scene here. Time is 2002, 8 years ago in China, Shanghai. We have the heroes here who are a few restless university-graduate students working for a few years already, but you know, they have that problem. No, not yet. Yeah. In session, these young people are frustrated by the busy life, heated competition, and lack of entertainment. They are discussing what they can do to help themselves, make their life more interesting. And the background is China had witnessed rapid economic growth for almost a decade. Until now, almost 2 decades. Market economy makes people richer, life better. However, the competition is seen everywhere, and people are overstressed. They need ways to release and relax themselves, especially the younger ones, because they have too much energy, you know. Karaoke, no fun. 20 years ago, yes, but karaoke nowadays is not popular anymore. Old-fashioned and noisy. Movies, no. They're all the same model, even the Hollywood one. A beauty, a hero, and they get married, they love for loving one another. That's almost the same thing. And then reading novels, no either. Why? Because good novels are not only too expensive to buy, but also difficult to find. There are not many interesting ones, unfortunately. And most of them are too serious, too realistic, making their stress even worse. You know, they need something like Harry Potter. And they want something very interesting, something light, something full of imagination, and something that the result they can control. I want this hero to be the emperor. I want him to be success. I want this beautiful lady will win the love of the king. You know, they would like to design the plot. And as young people, they may be poor, but they are full of imaginations, and they're all very well educated. They are capable of writing stories. They want to have their own stories where they can design the heroes and the heroines and to realize their dreams that they cannot yet realize in their real life. It's not an easy thing to realize their dreams nowadays in Shanghai. Too many young people, most of them very capable, you know, the competitions are too heated. And they want to share either their happiness or their sorrows with the readers to interact with the others. In a word, they want to realize their value. And then what did they find? They found that many young people like them are having the same problem. And some of them are writing their own stories, just like the stories they want. And some of the stories were so beautifully written that many people come to read and comment. By the thousands, by tens of hundreds of thousands of people come to read at the beginning. And BBS and blogs are being used as tools to publish their stories. That's the early stage of the Chinese Shanda model. And what did they decide? So they decided to set up a website to do the job. And they call it 起点, means starting point. On this platform, they collect and distribute their stories free. Free for authors to write and publish their stories, free for readers to read online. Everything's free. And in no time, the website is crowded with hundreds of thousands of novels and millions of readers. Many novels enjoy very high page view. It can be as high as 100 million and several hundred million page view. The highest reaches several hundred million daily. And then most of the novels are fantasy stories, thrillers, time and space traveling, kung fu, etc., which are favorites for men. And that's why eventually this 起点 or a starting point website is mainly a men's website. And later on, they developed romance, of course. And then what happened next? They are more than happy to see their success. But before long, problem came. They needed bigger server to deal with the daily increasing content, and the website kept them so busy that they could not do their job properly. They get very sleepy and drowsy in the morning because they would have to work late into the night. So there were the second round of discussion as to what to do next. Give up? No way. That would be too big a city. And then continue? How? They hadn't got the money they need. So after careful discussion, they decided to charge per read online, so as to collect payment to support the continuous running of the website, and to pay the web writers so that there could be more interesting stories. That's the point of the change, from free to charging. During the discussion, some argued that readers would not be willing to pay. Charging would mean the end of the website. But others persisted that the concept of the copyright is so popular in China that people would be ready to pay for quality works, of course. And so they decided to give it a try. What was the tactics? To guarantee the success of the change, they decided to make an online reading cheaper than buying books. 3 to 5 cents per 1,000 Chinese characters, about 2 pages. And the first half of the novel would not be charged. Eventually, reading online is less than half of the book price, sometimes only 1/3. If you pay $30 for the book, then you read online, you pay only 10, or even less sometimes. To encourage authors, revenue would be split on a 50 to 50 basis with the authors. Every single dollar they split with the authors. And to make the charge practical, because there are too many novels online, you cannot charge everyone. They decided that only the very popular ones would be charged. The chargeable were called VIP works and rated by PV volumes. Only those that enjoy very high PV only be listed as VIP works. All the others will not be touched apart. It will be automatically buried underneath. All the other stories will still be free to read. And to contract, the contract will be signed by the website and the author, which will guarantee the former have a free hand to do copyright utilization, what they call full copyright engagement. Because we are not going to discuss with the authors daily. Today I come to you for online reading. Tomorrow I come to you for book publication. The next day I come to you for adaptation of films. too troublesome. What we do, we sign a contract with the authors so that we can acquire all the copyright possible. You retain the right to share the income only. That is what we call full copyright engagement. A key factor of this scheme is what they call full copyright engagement. It means that by signing a contract with the website, the author offers all possible rights of his or her work to the website. Digital, wireless, printed works, foreign language translation, overseas market, etc., etc., retaining the right of the sharing of the income. And the website is responsible for publicity and promotion, the work, even with the protection of the copyright, with an aim to generate bigger revenue in the long run. And the website is also, as I said, responsible for fighting piracy to protect the author's interest. Because in China, it can be very difficult for individual writers to fight the piracy. Only a very big institutions like Shanda can do that. And how to pay? To proceed with the hundreds of thousands of small payment, and they decide to build a payment system. First by selling hundreds of thousands of Shanda coins, and later on, third-party payment is introduced. So far, the small payment system is working very well and is known for micro-payment system. It has to be perfectly established in China. It is an important part of the online publishing business. And the result, the whole thing turned out to be 100% success. SLD became a kingdom of imagination. The more quality works were coming in, more readers come to read and pay, and quality stories caught the eyes of the readers and publishers. Many novels were being published, bringing more profit. Shanda published more than 1,000 new titles last year in paper form. And online game operators approached the website for adaptation copyright, making this industry chain longer. TV program producers and filmmakers found the gold mine and started to contact the website too. Mobile phone reading operators joined the acquisition for downloading right. You can never imagine how big the market can be. We have now more than 700 million mobile phone users in China, and 25 of them are reading via their mobile phone. The revenue can be as high as several 100 billion RMB. And advertising company saw the opportunity and started to advertise our website. Okay. And then, till now, a brand new industry was born. Online publishing together with that is called the online publishing. And together with the industry was the birth of a brand new business model. Online literature has become a new sector of the cultural industry. It has become the very source of entertaining industry. And the business model is very popular throughout the world. Last year, I gave a speech in the other hall. Almost 400 people were there, and they listened with very big interest, because I think to them also this is something new. And today, so far, Shanda Literature has 9 websites under its banner, and we have over 90% of China's market share. And Shanda Literature has over 3 million stories lying in its data bank, 3 million. And 1.25 million young people are writing for Shanda Literature. And most of them are post-80s. Many of them are post-90s, very young people. New content reaches 100 million Chinese characters daily, about 2 million pages. And over 10 million active readers log on to read daily. And millions, about 2 million, pay to read daily, to make it